I hate when it says that. All right, Michelle,
Mhm.
how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. So Michelle, if you could just tell me who you are, where you're from, and kind of what you did before Symmetry.
My name is Michelle McCloud. I'm from Lafayette, Georgia. And before Symmetry, I was a stay-at-home mom that managed a couple family businesses, but nothing that was really fulfilling my time.
What kind of family businesses did you manage?
We have an orchard and we have grapes. I make wine and mead and things like that. And then the other companies pretty much manage themselves. There's a couple of textiles, a couple of bee making, like beeware, honeybee boxes, things like that.
Okay. Why do I always see in the movies how they rub their fingers across the top of the wine glass? What is that all about? You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
that's
about?
just, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's like harmonizing with the different levels of liquid, like the higher amount of liquid, a different sound, the lower amount of liquid, a lower sound.
So can you tell like if it's going to be sweet or bitter or something by the sound or
Oh,
the resonance or
yeah,
something?
yeah. It kind of goes back to the sugar content of the wine. Like the higher the sugar or the lower the sugar, the different sound you'll get. And I'm not exactly an expert in that area, but
Yeah,
that's
I
that's
didn't
what they
know if it was
do.
actually a real thing. I know it is now, but I just always
Mhm.
see that in the movie where they're smacking a spoon on the side of the glass. This
Oh
shit
yeah,
drives
well,
me
the
insane.
higher the sugar content, the higher the alcohol level.
Okay, so do you want like a deep throaty sound or you want a real high
It
pitch?
really depends on what you're going for. A higher alcohol content has a more bitter taste usually. And then most people with fruit wines are looking for a sweeter taste.
We're looking for something that tastes good. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Well, that's pretty cool. And how long did you manage all those businesses?
I've been managing them pretty much for the last 5 years since my dad passed away, taken
Okay, and
over.
when you say managing them, did you pretty much run the whole operation yourself, like taking care of like invoices, materials, whatever?
Here on the farm, yes. The like I said, the others take care of themselves, but here on the farm, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. And so, what kind of got you into insurance? Like you've obviously never done this or sales before. What got you into Symmetry?
What got me into symmetry? Well, I was just looking for something to fulfill my days. 'Cause being a stay-at-home mother is lots of fun, but I wanted to do something else with my time now that one of my children are in school, and it's it's been a learning process, and I love learning new things, especially something that I can be good at. Um, but also, my father, he was one of the main reasons that got me into this after the fact because he actually had a mortgage protection policy, and that helped me so much at a very hard time in my life. And I just would like to help other people
What
because
did
of
that
that.
like? Not to bring up sad thing, like how long ago did your dad pass away?
In 2016,
So
so a
five, it
little
was
over
actually 5 years ago when
5 years.
he passed away. And so just because we're in insurance, like what kind of policy did he exactly have? Like, do you know
It
anything
was
about what?
a it was a life insurance policy in the amount of my mortgage.
Oh, so did it actually like pay the full house off for you? And what did that kind of do for your family as far as like ease of life, or how much did that help you guys out?
Oh, it helped me out a lot. I was still in university, so there was almost no way that I could make those mortgage payments by myself after he passed away. And he did not tell anyone that he took out one of those policies. So it
A
was
lot of
a
people
huge
don't. Yeah.
surprise.
Well, I'm sure it was a good surprise, though. At least
It was.
very fortunate that your dad cared enough to do that. So I'm definitely happy for you. Still sorry about your father. No, it's always death is never something easy to deal with. Um, Not even pet fish. Had to flush a few of
Mhm.
those things down the toilet from festivals.
Mhm.
Uh, so what is kind of symmetry kind of been like for you as far as learning curves, any of that? Like difficulties? Like, how's your experience been so far in doing just life insurance in general?
Well, I'd say the beginning is the break-in period of where you figure out if you're going to make it or not, with the pre-licensing and just staying up to date with everything that's going on and trying to get used to being on a schedule and being on all the calls with everybody and learning the lingo. That was the hardest part. But once you get past that, couple months in, everything kind of just starts to click. And that's when you have your aha, this is for me or not for me moment.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I think my first game planning, I heard a strong foundation and a living promise. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
So
Sounds a little
yeah, all
depressing
the
at first.
lingo and policy names, whatever, yeah, it can be a little much at the beginning, and you just kind of got to zoom out and look at the broad scope of things. But what's it kind of been like for you so far? Has it been fun or very challenging? Like, what do you, as compared to when you first started to now, do you notice any big takeaways or differences?
Yes, I do. I notice a big difference in myself. I have that drive to wake up and help people every day, also by learning and just finding out about people and the things that everybody deals with on a day to day. And a lot of struggles are very similar, I've realized. And once you kind of know how to help one person, you can learn from that on how you can better help the next person or the next family.
Yeah, learn from your mistakes, stuff like that, or
Yeah.
learn from Jim's. He makes plenty of them. Now, and what has that kind of been like for your home life? Like, are you married or?
I have a partner. He has
Okay,
had to take more responsibility with the children when I have a meeting or an appointment. And so I think it's been great for all of us.
that's good. You get him on dish duty or something, changing diapers. There you go.
Yes, daddy
That's funny. Michelle, get in here. This thing's a mess.
duty.
Now, now I know that I did see you got. Did you bring him to conference?
No.
Okay, I know I saw you there. I didn't know if you brought him. What was that like for you? Like, this is probably the first time you've ever been to an event like that. Uh, Before and after, like, did you notice any big differences in your business or your life, like kind of after seeing some more prominent people in our company and industry, like with their success? Did that kind of help you any or give you any big mental takeaways or?
Absolutely. The breakout sessions were my favorite and I think the most helpful for me, especially listening to Melissa. I pretty much copied everything that she said to say on the phones, and that has made the biggest difference for me personally.
There you go. And what's it
Mhm.
kind of done for your just personality, like your characteristics? What has it done for your life that you've noticed a lot of like personal development or change? Like, have you noticed much of that yet? Or
Yes, I have absolutely. I think we talked about it the other day on one of I think it was the dial team training on Friday, actually, where you get to a point where you start to succeed when you just stop caring what other people think and just do it and just do the
yeah,
job.
that's a big part of this is shut the noise out.
Mhm.
The moment you start doing something right, you'll paint a target on your back. Um, that's how you know you do something right when you got haters, wherever you want to call them, just people doubting you. It's definitely funny to me. I laugh at that shit. But have you noticed you're like more of a family person now, anything like that? Or I know you've had kids, so you've always been family oriented, but have you noticed any like big perspective shifts or things like that?
I definitely cherish my family time even more than I did before. It's almost like it is definitely more important to me now because I
Yeah, now it's
spend
probably on
I
a tighter schedule.
much tighter. Yes. I only have 3 to 4 hours depending on the day each day to dedicate to symmetry. So I have to be on it to make it work.
And has Symmetry just been impactful all around, like financially, interpersonal? Like, what are some of the things it's done for your life? Just going from running businesses now to kind of something more fulfilling. Do you feel this is a lot more fulfilling, of course?
It does. This is something that I'm creating for myself. The other things they've been businesses for 30 plus years out here, 25-year-old farm. So, and then the other businesses, yeah, those were already established. But this is me. This is what I'm creating, and this will have my name on it one day.
That's awesome. So are you currently like building a team or anything like that, or looking to in the future?
I'm planting the seeds with people that are seeing what I'm doing, but they want to see if I will
They
actually
want to see you
succeed.
succeed first. Yeah,
Yeah, no, they are
that's
interested
anybody.
in what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But
warm market is always hard unless you've always had someone who's had influence over them. But that's a good
mhm.
thing about this business is you learn a lot about influence over people, and you start to understand sales and persuasion, what makes people tick, how to bring out emotion and things. So I do love that. It's kind of a manipulation, whatever you want to call it. I just call it people skills. But some people look at this stuff different. But no, that's cool. So if you had like any piece of advice for new people coming in, just such as yourself, if you could tell yourself when you first started anything, what would it be?
Let's see. If I could go back and tell myself, I'd say get the pre-licensing done even faster so that you can get on it. I
How
mean, I
long did
did
it
it in
take you to
11
complete
days, which
that?
was pretty fast, but I would probably push myself for a week.
How long did it take you to get it done?
10 days, and then on the 11th day, I took my exam.
Oh, that's not bad.
I know, but I would like to do it even faster now that I know that I could do it.
Okay. Well, a lot of people used to there's people been here 3 months still ain't got their license. What are you doing? I I don't see how some people haven't lost their houses or something, but we've all got our own things going on. So that's just a joke. But Michelle, I appreciate you being on here. It was super helpful. Do you have anything else you'd like to add or any advice for new agents, anything like that?
Just be on all the calls and listen to what people are saying. Don't just passively turn it on and
Yeah, one ear out
not
the other.
listen.
That's a big part of our high attrition rate. Well, Michelle, I'll let you
Mhm.
get back to your kids and your busy schedule. Thank you for being on here with me.
Thank you.
All right, see you, girl. Have fun.